Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Railroute Let's Play. Thank you very much for all of your fantastic comments on this series so far. Many of you seem to be enjoying it, and some of you have some fantastic tips. Now, one of the things I've seen over the most recent episodes, a very common thing is you're all saying, upgrade your tracks. And I keep saying that I'm going to do it recently, and I want to do it soon. We just haven't really got the money for it. But don't worry, I think today is the day we're actually going to get round to start doing that. And a special thank you to Gary, who commented and said that I should upgrade my tracks, but also explained that once the trains go faster, I can adjust the timetable. And when I adjust the timetable, apparently the money gets recalculated for the contract. So in theory, we should be able to make more money by getting faster lines in, changing the timetables, and bringing in those contracts with better calculations. So let's get cracking with that today. Oh wait, we can't. There's a mistake I need to fix. And that mistake is around Motherwell. So I promise we will get round to upgrading tracks today. But first, we've got to fix this problem. So the problem here is that in the past, all the trains coming from Newton going towards Motherwell were always going to platform 4. So the departure sensor over here said, right, if you're going to Motherwell, go via this signal. And this signal just had an arrival sensor that sent you to the right platform. That's no good, because by the time you've got to that signal, it's already too late to get down to platform 2. We need to move the signal and rearrange this track. So the first thing I'm going to do is cancel that train out of there so that I can work with this. Now, what we need to do is bring this line up so that we're going earlier onto the main line. We will use standard track for this part for now. And we can't go in here because of this sensor. So I think what we'll do is we will just bulldoze the sensor to begin with, and both of these signals. We'll have to check everything once we finish with this though. So if we do this and get rid of that, there we go. Just remove all that there, and I think what we'll probably need to do is look at whether we can come up here or how we're going to connect to go up there. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe just a line like that might do the job, and then it can just zigzag through it. Or maybe we just don't even need that at all, just use that one line there. I like that. That's nice and simple, isn't it? Then we put the auto signal before that, so this is now the way that you get into Motherwell. And then we just put the arrival signal sensor here for this one. So we get arrival sensor there and arrival sensor there. This looks good to me. We need to recode everything. So this says if you're going to Newton, we need to now go... Oh, I accidentally deleted the entire routing. To this section of track. That's all good. And if you're leaving Motherwell and you want... if you're leaving Newton and you want to go to Motherwell, you now need to go to this section of track, because this arrival sensor we're going to link to this signal and to Motherwell, and this arrival sensor we're going to link to that auto signal and to Newton. So in theory that should be good. Let's see how that rolls now. Now I don't know whether this Motherwell train is going to work because it hasn't stopped at Newton, so I don't know whether the signal's going to route it correctly or not. Also, this train as well needs pushing out because we've changed it around. It tried to depart since we did it. So this Motherwell again needs sorting out like that, but it should now all be fixed. I think, almost certainly, because instead of kind of just chaining it straight across, we've got to cut through here. So now this Motherwell 2, if we just go 5 times speed. Once the Newton train has gone to platform 2, then this Motherwell train will be able to cut down and go across no problem. There we go. Job's a good one. So now we've fixed that, let's let the game run for a little while. Hopefully there's no more little mistakes like that in there, and we will find out if we got some money to upgrade some of this track. Well, there we go. Wasn't that nice? I quite enjoyed that, actually. I haven't done that before. Maybe we'll do something similar like that at some time in the future. During that time lapse, I actually noticed something we missed in this section of track down here. Trains coming from Motherwell were going around this signal to get to platform 2 at Newton. I never told them about this signal that we'd moved, so I just nipped in here and I've changed it so that now that they go to... hang on. I messed it up. I messed it up. No. Here we go. This one. No, this one. This track. There. That one. That's the one I was talking about. So when they're on platform 1 at Motherwell and they're heading towards Newton, they'll now go to that section of track. But we now have over $250,000 bound bucks in the bank account. So we're going to do some upgrading. I have no idea how far this money will take us. But let's find out. Let's see if we can upgrade the core of the Wiflet, Motherwell, Newton, Glasgow Central line and see what it makes us. I mean, one of the things we could do is just upgrade the entire of the Bridgeton to Cumberland line. But yeah, that's less risky, so let's go for it. So we're just going to do... oh, actually, that's something else we can do. Because we've got enough experience now, but there's only one unlock left. And that is the unlimited stations. So we're going to get that. We may as well take that upgrade. We've now got everything. Absolutely everything's unlocked. The interface, the controls, the automation, and all of the contracts. These two here are just for converting between the two different types. Now, again, this game is still in early access, and, well, more features are probably coming soon. So, we might have more things to unlock in the future, or maybe in future Let's Plays. But for now, let's upgrade these lines. Right. Should we do a little bit of maths? I mean, I don't know how much it costs to upgrade the track itself. I mean, I've got track here. There's a change speed option. So if you click on it once, I think, yeah, it does one upgrade, then it does the next, then it does the next. 25 grand just for a station? No. That's just the upgrade price to the next amount. Well, what about sections of track? Like, for example, this section. So it's 2,000. I'll tell you what we'll do. What we will do is we will just do the main little lines only. Now, at the minute, we won't do the station there. Let's just do all these sections. So I can't remember exactly how much we started with, but it was a half decent amount. Here we go. Here we go. Just come along here. All this. Dippy-dippy-doo. Now, I just need to be careful not to right-click, because if I right-click, I could accidentally delete something. And we don't want that to happen. So it's this piece of track here. There. Here. Yep. And this section. Ooh, I guess the core, that's the core bit, isn't it? Okay, so that's the core section of track upgraded. We just need to do the platforms at either end. And we've spent probably about half the money. So that tells me we probably shouldn't go full whack so far. So I think this platform and integrating that bit there is going to be a good idea. And down here at Glasgow, let's get these sections upgraded as well as the bit towards... if I can get in there... Can I hello? Can I not upgrade that bit of track? Oops. Maybe that's just a clicking problem. But if we do that, this, and there, good. And just do these ones, no, not that one, as well. We've got 90,000 left, so I'm going to do that crossover. We tend not to use these crossovers very much, so we'll keep them as is. So that is now the main central part done, and I would say that probably cost us around 220 to 240 grand at an estimate. That's a lot. That is a lot. But now we can look at the trains and the way that they move around the network. So we're going to go 5 times speed. And we should notice that some of these trains start moving a bit faster. So this train is now going 120 on that line. It should clear this section of track a lot quicker. And maybe it's that we use the profits that we gather in the next section to do an upgrade around here as well. So we come out of here and just upgrade these lines. Maybe it would have been a good idea to do what was suggested to me. But just to do this section here and have the trains clear through faster is probably a really good idea. There we go. Now can we do this bit? We can't. Oh, we can do the bit going directly into the... So it just appears that on vertical sections when there's a sensor in the way, it can't do it. I'll have to speak to the dev about that, because I'm guessing then that's a bug. But that is that section done as well. So that section was much cheaper. Let's let the whole thing run along a little bit more. And I guess we can start trimming down some of these speeds. So for example, this train, it's going to be going to platform 3. So this is exactly what we want to sort out. And it can go a lot faster now. So instead of going at 13:46, we can see what time it arrives and adjust the timetable accordingly. So let's have a look at the situation. So it's speeding along here, it's getting faster all the time. It goes up to 80. So what we've done is we've changed the track from 40 to 80. Apparently this particular train can go up to 120. And it gets in there at 47-ish. So we can actually adjust the timetable here, where we can probably shift the arrival down by a minute or so. So can I... Oh, that is by minutes. So if we do 2 minutes there, because I think we can probably make that still. And then the departure, if we bring that down as well. So it's then going to leave. Now, did I save that? I think I did. So we're already getting 100% for this one by the looks of it. So that wasn't one that was really worth doing. What about this one? What's the contract on this one? So this is one we can improve. So it looks like it says it's going to take 5 minutes to get there. I reckon we can reduce that by 2 minutes. Let's see if we can do that. Let's find out. So it's adjust timetable. I think the money has changed for that one. And then the return journey, actually we probably should adjust the timetable here as well. And do it so that the departure is only just a few minutes before. And then Bridgeton is again a couple of minutes back. So 40... Oh no, not the departure. Let's give it a couple of minutes. And then give that a couple of minutes. And there we go, we've got a 100% contract now. Now, are we going to succeed in that contract though? So, looking at the amount of time that it's there and when it's going to leave, it should have... Now this is the thing, you see. It's not going to get there in time because I think it might have been running on the old timetable for that journey. So is it going to run on the new timetable and cause us problems with a delay here? I mean, I don't know exactly how long it takes, but I think it's like got to be a short amount of time, right? Hello? How much are you going to give me? Okay, I don't know. I think it's because it's running on a revised contract. So that, yeah, it gave us 3,000, which is brilliant on that. So how long does it take a train to get from platform 3 back again? So this train is going to leave apparently at exactly midnight. Okay, so if we get it to leave at exactly midnight, we'll find out at exactly what time it arrives. And then we'll be able to sort it out. Now, I mean, it's doing quite well as it is on the times. It didn't take very long to get there. But then again, I think the trains are travelling at nearly double the speed they were before. It does take them a little bit of time to get up to speed, but pulling out the station, it's already really shifting. So that's good. So it did leave at midnight. That is 1 minute. Looking at the time in the bottom left-hand corner here. And pulling into Bridgeton, yeah, 2 minutes is going to be enough. Okay, so unless we get... Look, it's 3 minutes early. So let's just adjust its contract. So from here, we depart at 56. I'm going to say we're going to arrive at 58. Then we'll depart at 59. And we'll get back here at 01. There we go, like that. So, ooh. Hang on a second. So, 1 minute, 2 minutes. There we go. So there's the adjusted timetable. The full contract, we get that. That's absolutely brilliant. And we can let that get on its way. This should really bump the money up. This will be really good. Now, we know that the travel time between here, if there's no delays between other trains getting in the way, is 2 minutes. But because the train's moving quicker, there's less chance that the trains are going to get in the way of each other, which is even better. So we've got a train that's about to come out. Let's adjust this one before it does and see how well it does. So it leaves Bridgeton at 07. So what we'll do is we'll set the arrival time at 09. We'll set the departure time at 010, and then the arrival time at 012, and we'll give it just 2 minutes in each direction, and we'll see how it goes. So here we go. That train is going to be coming onto platform 3 very shortly at Bridgeton. There? Now? There it is. Okay, so the Bridgeton train's coming. Oh, we forgot to check the contract here on this one. So yeah, this is giving us 100% now, so we should get 5 grand from this one, which we wasn't before. And it should leave at exactly 06, which it didn't. Why didn't it leave at 06? I'm not sure why it didn't leave at 06, but it's due to get there at 09. So hopefully we can still make it. There's 08. Okay. And there's 09. I wonder if the train is leaving extra amounts of time to be able to get to the destination just the right time. So this should leave perfectly at 010, which it looks like it's going to. And then 2 minutes later, or just before 2 minutes later, at 012, we should get to Bridgeton. Now, the contract here of this train needs adjusting. Oh no, this one's too... Yeah, this one's fine already. This one's good. Although looking at this, we're allowing way too long for these trains to be able to travel between locations, but the reward for this one's already 2,000, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, there we go. So it looks like that we're able to improve things quite dramatically just by tweaking those. Now the trains are waiting too long at the platforms in my opinion, so this contract here needs sorting out. Let's see, it waits for a few minutes there, and then we say, well, we'll depart at 13, we'll arrive at 13 and we'll depart at 14, and then at the next station we will arrive at 16 and then finish off at 17. There we go, that's all good. And there's the recalculation, which is fantastic. Got another train here. This one is just going straight into platform 4. This shouldn't take long. Look, 21 minutes passed. That's way too long. It takes 2 minutes to get there. Let's do that. There we go. Again, that's only 78% though. I guess if we adjust the departure time... Okay. That should be okay. Right, what's the next train coming? Let's have a look. So we've got another train going from Bridgeton here. Let's adjust its timetable. Let's see. Oh no, that is that train. Did it arrive early or something? Bridgeton. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong train. So the next train coming from platform 3, again, I think needs adjusting. So this one's 2k already though. We've got a full contract on it though. Let's slim down the journey. So there we go. That's 28 there. We stop for a minute, turn around, and 1, 2. Oh no, 1, 2. Slim it all the way down. There we go. That's all looking pretty good. So the money should be coming in much better than what it was before. If we look at the active contracts and look at the reward versus maximum now, on a lot of these trains we're doing really well. Let's have a look at this train. Okay, so if I click the number up here, no, I need to find out where it is. It comes from Carstairs and goes back to Carstairs. Okay, let's see if we can... and the thing is, that one isn't part of the upgraded lines. So we can't improve that one. What else have we got? Let's have a look at the maximum reward. Here we go. So we have got a Glasgow Central to Bridgeton here. And I think we could probably do better on that one. Although the connecting line, again, hasn't been upgraded. So maybe we should upgrade that connecting line. So it's the connecting line is this bit. Oops, missed the change speed. Is this line here. And if I remember correctly, that's the only bit we need to upgrade for that particular train. So let's just switch that around again so we get the rewards. And it's the Glasgow Central to Bridgeton train that the next due is at 1:16. It's number 791. So it's the Glasgow Central timetable. What? I can't see any on here. Let's just double check that again. What did I say? It's the Glasgow Central... Oh, there it was. It's at 1:16, the next one. So it's this, I think. There it is. That's the train we were looking for. So we've got to give it a minute to get to Glasgow... Oh, no, a minute at Glasgow Central. That's good. And then we are giving it 5 minutes to get to Bridgeton. And I think... Well, actually, it's got this in the middle. So I think we can cut that down just a little bit. We are already doing quite well on the money side of things. So I think what we'll do is, instead of 5 minutes, let's give it... What if we said 4? You know, that gets 600 on the reward. 3 minutes? Is 3 minutes okay? Is it going to do it in 3 minutes? Well, let's take that anyway. We're going to up the reward and see if we can manage it. So that train will be coming out not for a little while, I think. So so we've got a good few minutes yet. Let's keep an eye out for it whilst things are happening over here. So this train here down here, that needs a whole bunch of changes. And this timetable needs adjusting severely. We're giving the train 4 minutes to get there. It doesn't need 4 minutes. It just needs 2. So there we go. 2 minutes to get to one way. And then back to Bridgeton. Again, it just needs 2. There we go. And we've got the £4,000 contract instead of a £2,000 or whatever it was. Right, let's have a look at this one. Yep, another one where we're giving it about 4 minutes to get there. That's not right. There we go. That's good. Make these go a lot quicker. 1, 2, and then bring the departure time down. Fantastic. Oh, I didn't check the detail on that. So yeah, that's another one that's going at full amount, full 2 grand. That's brilliant. So hopefully now we're going to make money twice as fast, roughly, with the same amount of trains, which is brilliant because there's only so much capacity a line can take. Like, you shove a load of trains on it, that's cool. You get to... hang on. That train had a delay. Is 2 minutes too ambitious? I don't know. I think we might be alright. Let's watch the... now look, these trains are going to leave quite close to each other. So it might be that we need to adjust the timetable so that they're okay. Having said that, I think this Bridgeton train's going to be fine. Yeah, it's going to be out of the way before that one goes. So is this one going to arrive in time? Easy. Nice. Plenty of time to get out of the way. We should get the full whack of money on that one. So when's this train coming? Oh, not for a while yet. Okay, let's fast forward to the Glasgow to Bridgeton train. Right, so it's coming up to time and our 1:17 Glasgow to Bridgeton train has just pulled into Glasgow Central. It's arrived there a little bit early because it does depart from our coach yard with 3 minutes in advance. I think that's too much. We ought to change that down to 2 minutes at a maximum. I think maybe even 1 minute might be enough, so our trains aren't sat there at the station for too long. But we've given this train 3 minutes to make it to Bridgeton Platform 2. I don't know whether it's going to make it. I think it's going to be close. Because of this auto block in the middle, I don't know how long it's going to spend in that auto block. But it's left the station at exactly 1:18. It's picking up some speed. It's going 80 kilometers an hour. Now the train can go 120, but our line can't allow that just yet. It's in that block and it's coming out the block before it hits 18:20. I mean 20 minutes past 1, which means we are going to arrive brilliantly on time. We could easily shave another minute off that journey. Yeah, we can tell it to arrive... oh, actually no, 1:21. I got that right. That was pretty much spot on, I think. If we upgrade that line to make it go any faster, I think we'll be okay. But there we go, folks. Lines have beginning to be upgraded, and I can see fantastic things happening for us in the future. Of course, we've still got to expand around various different areas, but there we go. Remember, I do read all of your comments and reply to as many as possible. Now, and of course, I record a couple of weeks in advance, so you might have to wait just a moment for your comments to get into the videos. Now, if you're still watching, which if you heard me say that you are, then please give this video a like to let me know you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more Railroute or other games like this, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Information about me, my schedule, and all the fantastic things including Viewer Plus and how you can support the channel is over on my website, masterhellish.net, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.